Told you guys. Told you Rams had no chance. Told you Rams were not going to win this football game. And why? They weren't ready. They didn't deserve to go to the Super Bowl. We would have seen a much better game with the New Orleans Saints in the Super Bowl. We would have seen a much better game with. We would have seen a much more high-scoring game with the Patriots, or with the Patriots and the Saints in the Super Bowl. But Tom Brady gets a sixth ring. He's unreal, man. I mean, every single Super Bowl, he's led him to a game-winning drive. I mean, he threw that one pass to Gronk, a hell of a pass, a hell of a catch. 29-yard reception. Put him down to like the 1-yard line. Sony Michel, I believe, took it in for the touchdown. It's just unreal. It may have been James White. I don't know. But I told you I called it, weeks prior that the Rams are not experienced. The Rams are not ready. And I just feel like, I even thought about today before the game. I even thought about making a video about it. Jared Goff. I mean, you've seen this guy have a hell of a year all year. Then he gets to the big game, the Super Bowl, and he just plays terrible. I mean, guy is wide open, just completely missing throws. I don't know. The Rams definitely didn't deserve to go, and, ball don't lie, especially with that no pass interference call. But one thing I do know, if the Saints were in this game, we would have seen a much better game than it was. I mean, this is probably the worst Super Bowl I've ever watched. I mean, I started watching Super Bowls. I remember I was probably like 6 or 7 when the Cardinals played the Steelers in the Super Bowl. And that's like the year I started getting into football and understanding it. I mean, I was only 6, 7. Santonio Holmes having that two-toe drag for a touchdown in crunch time. And then obviously the Steelers ending up winning that. I mean, that was back when Kurt Warner was on with the Cardinals. But I mean, just a low-scoring game. I mean, there's only one touchdown. I mean, we seen a couple years ago when, hell, last year was a good Super Bowl. I mean, it was a high-scoring game. There was touchdowns. It was back and forth all game between the Eagles and New England. You get to this Super Bowl, Rams have the top 2 highest scoring offense in the NFL. You get into the Super Bowl and then you just can't do anything. You obviously can tell the Rams did not deserve to go to the Super Bowl. They knew that coming into the game. They knew that when they were in the game, they didn't deserve to go, and it obviously showed with Patriots literally not even letting them get a touchdown. I mean, and the Patriots, they have playmakers, offense and defense. Jules played a hell of a game. Edelman. Tom Brady had a hell of a game. Didn't really have that many passing yards. And then you look at the defensive side. Stephon Gilmore had a big interception that pretty much sealed the game. Danny Shelton had stops in the backfield. Dante Hightower had a few sacks. I mean, they have a playmakers on this defense, but it really all starts with the coaching and the New England Patriots offense. It's just insane, and nobody's ever going to be. I mean, to me, Brady's the best quarterback ever, and Bill Belichick's the best quarterback ever, or best coach ever. I mean, saying that as a Niners fan, I could easily say Bill Walsh is the best coach ever and Joe Montana is, but I just don't think that Tom Brady is not good enough to be the GOAT. I mean, in my opinion, he's the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. And I told you guys firsthand on this channel, New England was going to win this football game. I wanted New England to win, and they did. And I knew New England was going to win, considering the fact how the Rams got into the Super Bowl. They didn't deserve to go there, nor did they show up to even. I mean, they didn't even look like a Super Bowl team. They didn't look like they'd even deserve to be in the Super Bowl, and they didn't deserve to be in the Super Bowl. So I call it. New England is Super Bowl 53 champions. Brady gets his 6th ring. It's insane. And now, off season's officially here. There's speculation about Gronk maybe retiring. Brady obviously isn't retiring, but now we just gotta wait for September to come again, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, they just didn't show up to play. I mean, everybody. It just didn't show up to play on that Rams defense. So I don't know, man. But New England wins. Brady gets a 6th ring.